It smells really good, I have to say. Oh my gosh, that's so delicious. It's very sweet, but it's also very chocolatey as well. And it's got a lovely aftertaste to it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Gooey's Kitchen. And if you're new here, then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis. In today's video, I want to share with you how to make the most chocolatey chocolate brownies. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious chocolate brownie, because who doesn't love chocolate brownie at Christmas? I made this recipe last month for some friends and they really enjoyed it, so I thought this would be a brilliant one to have at Christmas time. You could have this perhaps instead of Christmas pudding. If you know there are family members who don't like Christmas pudding, then you could make this as an alternative. It makes a delicious dessert and it also makes a really nice snack as well. For this recipe, the first thing I've done is I've grabbed myself a saucepan, and to the saucepan I'm going to add about 150 grams of butter, and I'm going to put this onto a medium heat, and I'm going to let this cook until it turns into brown butter. The butter, as you can see, has turned a lovely golden brown colour, so I let the milk come to the top and then I just let the fat cook the milk, and it's turned it into this lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to remove this from the heat and I'm going to leave it to cool. While the butter is cooling, I'm going to melt some chocolate. So I've got 100 grams of about 70% dark chocolate here. So I'm just going to put into a bowl that I've placed on a saucepan of boiling water, and I'm just going to let this melt down in the pan. You can use any type of chocolate you like for this. I just like 70% is a halfway house for us. My son will eat 85% and above, but he does prefer something a bit lower in cocoa percentage, so I went for a 70%, and it made the cake really nice, so I thought I'd stick with that this time as well. The chocolate has melted, so I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to start to make the cake. For the cake, I'm going to use about 150 grams of coconut sugar. You can use brown sugar if you want to. And then the browned butter I'm going to pour over the top of the coconut sugar, and then I'm going to whisk these ingredients together. Then I've separated the egg whites from the egg yolks, and I've got 3 egg yolks here that I'm just going to pour into the butter and the sugar, and I'm going to whisk these. Next I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then I'm also going to add in the melted chocolate from earlier. So I'm just going to pour the melted chocolate into the bowl. And now I'm going to whisk these ingredients together. Next I'm going to add in 175 grams of almond flour. So this is a gluten-free cake. So as it's gluten-free and almond flour doesn't glue together too well, I'm also going to add in about 50 grams of tapioca starch as well. And the tapioca starch will hopefully help it to glue together a bit better. And then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of baking powder as well. And then I'm just going to fold those ingredients in. And you should be left with quite a dry mixture at the end, but that's okay because we're going to add egg whites to this as well. I've mixed those ingredients in, so I'm going to set this to one side, and now I'm going to whisk the egg whites until they form white peaks. So I'm just going to pour the 3 egg whites into a bowl, and then I'm just going to whisk those until they've formed soft peaks. And I have checked, I can hold this over my head, look, nothing falling out. I won't hold it over my head though now, because it probably will. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold the egg whites into the mixture that we made earlier. So I'm just going to gently fold these egg whites in. until everything is well mixed together. And finally, I have chopped up another 70% chocolate bar, and I'm just going to pop all of that into the cake, and I'm going to fold that into the mixture as well. Next, I'm going to pre-line a baking tray. So I've got a little bit of oil here that I'm just going to add to the base, and I'm going to brush that over with a plastic brush, because I find with the other brushes the bristles tend to get stuck to the sides and the base. And then I've got a piece of grease-proof paper here that I'm going to scrunch up into a ball. Then I'm going to pop that into the base of my baking tray, and then I'm going to brush over the excess oil on the brush, and I'm just going to make sure that the paper is stuck down to the tray. And into my pre-lined baking tray, I am going to pour the brownie batter. So I'm just going to pour this into the base of the baking tray. I have spread the brownie mixture across the base as evenly as I can, and I'm now going to pop this into the fridge about 25 to 30 minutes while the oven preheats. The reason I do this is simply because it's got no gluten in it, and therefore it doesn't glue together as easily, but I find if it's colder it tends to glue together a lot better. So I'm off to pop this into the fridge. As I said, I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. My oven has preheated and the cake batter has been in the fridge for a good half an hour, so I'm going to pop this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until it goes a lovely sort of golden brown colour on top. The brownie has been in the oven for a good 25 minutes. It's got a lovely golden brown colour, and when I put a skewer in, it's coming out clean-ish. So that's perfect. I'm going to take this out of the oven and I'm going to leave it to cool. I'm going to give this a little try in a moment, but before I do, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any family and friends you think might enjoy this video, then please don't forget to share it with them. And if you have any questions or any comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. Just going to try a little bit at the corner. It smells really good, I have to say. Oh my gosh, that's so delicious. It's very sweet, but it's also very chocolatey as well. And it's got a lovely aftertaste to it as well, so I'm looking forward to having a slice of this after my dinner this evening. That's how you make these delicious chocolate brownies, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having these as a little sweet treat after dinner, but they would make a really nice gift for someone as well, and they also make a lovely sweet treat during the festive season too. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be watching my next video.